worked. I feel like I wasn't quite prepared, but I mean, I don't know if I ever am truly any more prepared than the next day. And that's always perfectly prepared, so hooray. All right. I am in the energy room, the room where I usually work when I have inpatient clients. My moon's falling down. Pay no attention to the falling down moon. Today I want to share a little bit of self-love yoga for range of motion. There are a few things in my yoga practice that are consistent and have to be here every day. Range of motion, flexibility, strength, and intuition. And I think that they all play a large part in my personal experience and helping me have the best outward experience that I can have for this time. So when I'm practicing yoga, it is, yes, I'm moving my physical body, but the mission that's really happening, the thing that's really happening is I'm letting my body relax my mind into a different place. And in that place is where everything is possible. For me, it's my perfect meditation. I also teach multiple stimulation meditation for people that find themselves having a hard time to slow down. And I think that this was one of the ways that sort of idea came to me, was by learning how to meditate through my yoga practice. But today I want to share a little bit about the range of motion and what your practice could look like a couple of times a week if you wanted to bring in a wider range of motion for yourself, and if you just want to continue having what you have. I'm about to be 47 in 3 days, if God loves me that much. And I feel like for the first half of my life, it's fair to say that I wasn't necessarily taking care of my body. I was just appreciating what I could do. So another thing that I like to remind myself is, this is for me so that I can live in this kind of comfortability forever, for the rest of this, you know? So we'll just start with our arms. It's pretty simple. It's gonna look exactly what it sounds like. And if you've practiced yoga with me before, you know a lot of my stuff is sitting down because I have a Terminator foot and it's just easier to balance on my bum. So we're gonna start by coming into an easy seat. You can bring your legs closed or just however they are relaxed. And then once you do that, lean forward, lean back, lean left and right, and even lift your bum up so your butt is on the seat or floor or mat. If you're sitting on the meat, you got this like wobble action happening versus having your sits bones planted, and it doesn't feel as good. It feels less sturdy. So like when you're reaching and you're on your butt bubble, you get this extra blip versus this steady tension and sort of a leverage within yourself that you can create. So we'll just start sitting in the easy seat. Let the eyes and the chin and the head sit up nice and tall on your neck. Relax the jaw, relax the face, eyes, relax your tongue. Soften the ears. And then with the nose, just look all the way to the right. With the nose, look all the way to the left. Take the nose all the way to the right and all the way to the left. Only go as far as you can go. If you're feeling any pinching or pulling in the neck, that's too far. Come back to the center with the nose. Take the nose now and look up, up, up. Even let your head sort of land on the back or your back of your neck if that feels good. Let it get real heavy here. And then slowly with control, bring it down, 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 chin to chest. Take a breath in, let it go. Breathe the nose up, up, up. One more time. We're looking, almost like you're trying to look behind you. If there's any pull or if that's too far, come back or even let your head sort of support it. I know sometimes I'll get a kink in my neck and I can feel I want that stretch, but that kink is debilitating. So a little head support can help if you're having a crunchy space there. With the head looking up, look right, look left, look right, look left, look right, look left. Chin back down the chest. With the chin to the chest, go right and left and right and left and right and left. Back into the middle again. Now with the nose, bring it back up into the middle with your face just sitting up normal on your shoulders. And we're going to take and make big circles with our whole nose, like we're going to try and draw a circle with our nose. So first, starting on the right side, look up, 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 all the way around my whole face space. And then come down. I'm even going to kind of lean it down, like get down there. And then back up, up, up. I'm letting my shoulders sort of support this. I'm moving a little with it. I'm reaching down with my chin when I go down. And I'm reaching up and to the sides with my nose and shoulders as I'm up into the sides. And then when I get back down this time, I'm going to go the opposite way. Drawing my nose up, up, up. Slowly moving all the way across to the right. And then back down, down, down. Reaching with the neck. All the way over. As you're going and you feel little kinks and blips in there, let your neck sort of massage them out. And if there's too much pain, make the circle smaller. But anything that we do in our yoga practice, in your mind-body movement, you want to go both ways. You want to bring as much balance as you can. And even if you have like a Terminator foot, like I do, there are ways that you can still sort of go through the motions for that side of the body so that it is at least experiencing what it can experience through you, through that stretch or movement. A lot of times it's appreciative that we can kind of do this, yeah, you know, back and forth. But sometimes it also is kind of sweet. It's sweet to have to slow down and be with myself a little more. You know, so however you are on your body, when you're left or you're right or ever in between, just be with your body. The shape is a place to go. Your body is the whole prize. You know, there isn't a grand prize that you're going to get an award when you hit the perfectly. Honestly, you're the only one that will truly care. So get that out of the way. Let it be about where a triangle. And then just fingertips are touching. With just fingertips touching, lift them up, 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 about middle length. So like I look like a T. Come back. my Facebook thing just blipped. So now my hands are palms face down, arms out like a T. Now I'm going to rotate the palms. This feels a little weird as a first stretch. My arms and back are always the things I need to open the most. Then followed by like hips and neck. So now I'm just going to take my arms, keep them nice and straight and long, and slowly, slowly reach up, up, up. Close my hands above my head, and then down, 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 down. I'm going to just repeat that motion a couple of times. Palms face up, reaching up, up, up. Let the palms touch, and then back down, down, down. Keeping the arms nice and long. Rotate the arms back down to the ground again. Rotate the arms. Rotate the hands as if they're going to make a great big clap now. Now reach your fingers really far away from your armpits and slowly start to close them over top each other. And then grab each shoulder, walk the fingers on there, like walk it in, get it in there, and give a little hug and a squeeze. Lean, I always like to be leany. You know, like twist, yeah, cute. Take your whole body. Make the motion in the ocean. You know, like, anyway. Give a good hug. Open, open, open. Back again. Other arm on top this time. And you can feel it. Like, you guys know I practice yoga every day. Every day, these arms need to be reminded of how far they can stretch and hug me. Hug, hug, hug. Bring it back down, down, down. Shake them out. Shake the head, no. Shake the arms out. Give the boobs a little wiggle. Come down on your back. We're going to open up our hips. and relax our spine a little bit. Same thing when we were on our seat. When we're laying on our back, we don't want our back meat underneath. We want our bone of our body, our spine, as close to the mat as we can. So we're going to lean right, lean left, lift up the feet and lift the bum out of there, lift the head, get all flat on there. Don't just lay down, because then you're going to be like laying on a cloud, and every time you wiggle, you're going to get an extra jiggle, and it doesn't feel secure. So from here, just take a moment to let your body find this new space. Wow, I'm on my back. We're going to start with our legs. We'll take our legs nice and long. I'm going to scoop my head up here. Thank goodness I'm a mini size. Legs are long. My feet are just sort of relaxed. And then I'm just going to lift one leg at a time. This was something that we always did in our teacher training, and it was so enjoyable because it's one of the things that I always did in my personal practice. It seems so simple, but good gravy, it's good. It is so good. I feel like this literally has done so much for like toning my lower waist and belly without doing it on purpose, because I just let my intention have the way, and then my body will just say, hey, go do this. And then next thing you know, both at the same time, next thing you know, something that I wanted appears. And that's sort of how like my body shape-shifting has always happened. I'll start to think, wow, I'd really like this. And then next thing you know, maybe I'm making a new movement or just some sort of a new notice. And the shape just starts to appear. And as much as you can let your mind wrap around something like that, you could do the exact same thing in your body. Reach out to me. I teach people all the time. So a couple of times doing that. Now we're going to bring the feet up to like our knees bent, feet flat on the floor. From here, we're going to reach our knees. So feet are lifted. We're reaching into the knees, spreading the legs wide. So as wide as you can from here, just sort of bringing the knees in, hugging them in, just squeezing them in. Legs wide open to the sky. And just bottom of the legs are sort of relaxed on the thigh side, Do a little pivot back and forth. And as you're here, start to open up the knees. So taking your time, leaning back and forth. Again, it's nice to move that way, but let your whole body move, And my favorite thing about this happy baby is letting my whole leg eventually reach open, And this takes time. It takes some time to let your body wiggle this way. But it's one of the best ways to loosen and open your hips. I love to recommend this for right before bed. Especially because you can easily do this laying down in your bed. And just giving your body that full support, giving your hips the opening. And then you're back into the center. So again, legs are still wide, knees open, sort of falling into the body. Now we're going to grab onto the ankles, big toes, pants legs, something in the lower leg foot department. The outer edge of the foot, big toe, wherever you can. Even the pants if it's not that accessible. And we're going to sort of pull those legs or the feet like in, almost like we're trying to like put it on the ground like that. Just pull it in and do the pivot. Legs super wide to the sky. Totally inappropriate angle for videoing. That's why we're not there. And we're just going to rock the baby. And it's literally called Happy Baby. And you would imagine baby getting their diaper changed, Is my head totally chopped off in YouTube land? I'm so sorry. I gotta do better. Happy baby with a head. Hooray. So now we have feet in our hands or shins in our hands. And we're going to continue the same. Opening and closing, lean and left and right. Oh my God, it's the best. And this is pretty much the 3 things that I will do every single day just to make sure that I'm reaching into my normal range of motion and keeping it all there. Now, there are other stretches we can do too. You can use the wall and use that to help open the arms a little more by flattening the arms straight against the wall and sort of turning and curving your body away. I like to stand in a doorway and press my palms flat on one side and lean in, opening my heart real wide. But mostly it's this. My shoulders, my arms, my neck, and always the hips. Yeah. Then I'm just going to let my body breathe for a minute. And when I first began learning yoga, I thought resting pose was like some kind of a scam. So I have a lot of Scorpio in my chart, and I doubt and I'm suspicious of lots of things, everything. So it has to go funneling through this suspicion filter first, like, what you trying to pull on me? You know? But turns out, this is where all of that little wiggle, move, pose lands. It's almost like if you did all this work and then it's almost like if you went and cleaned up the house, right? Spick and span top to bottom, you're gonna sit and enjoy it, then you realize you were in your neighbor's house. Like you didn't even clean your house. You know? And that's sort of what it feels like when you let your body land, and there's reasons, there's science behind this, which is how I debunk all of the suspicions that I have. But there is science behind the rest pose. It's similar to the meditation replenishment we can get and our sleep replenishment. It's for the cells in our body to do all of their parts. There's all kinds of things happening when we let ourselves rest for a moment. And then capitalizing on that, we bring our intention back in, reminding ourselves that I love you, I love you, I love you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, body, thank you, body. I love you, body, I love you, body. And some days that's enough for yoga. As long as I can reach the parts of me that I want to keep moving and reaching forever, then I'm doing it, you know? And of course, there's always other ways to play with our range of motion, like taking one arm up and making that whole big circle like our neck, and then going both ways. You know, you can bring it into all kinds of like your seated twists. And that's one of the reasons why I really love teaching to cultivate your own home practice, because it is lovely to get onto the mat and have a teacher guide you and just let yourself be led. But it's also wonderful to show up on your mat and set your body down, and it just knows what you want, and it just does what you need, and there's nobody else there, you know? So you can have it both ways. Both ways are great and super helpful. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, or if you would like to learn about practicing yoga with me for either one class or to learn your own home yoga practice, please feel free to reach out. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Go button. What you doing?